alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you guys? Today's video is gonna be about marriage based on love versus marriage based on the traditional way. Let's start talking about marriage based on love. And because not all relationships end up with marriage, let's take a little bit step back to talk about love relationships. So, is love haram or halal? Love is halal because you have no control over your emotions, but you have control over your actions. So now that love is halal, let's go find a soulmate. Let's go, love in the air. Well, it's not like that because I said we have control over our actions. The good thing about love relationships is that you get to know the person in front of you. Well, is that true? I don't think so because, everybody knows that when we're in love, we are blind. We just see the good things. And that's a fact, and that's a scientific fact. You don't get to see the real person when you fall in love. One thing, not all relationships end up with marriage, and that's a risk. Some people say, no, it's not a risk. I want to try 1, 2, 3 times to get to know myself. What do I like? You think like people are a game for you, you think people's emotions are a game for you. That's an absolutely wrong way of thinking and wrong way of behaving, beside being haram. Also, many statistics show that marriage based on love have highly risk to end up with divorce. So if love relationships are bad, then why people are still having this kind of relationships? Why people are having it? Because this is fitra, this is innate, this is something they cannot control, and this kind of experience is really beautiful. Everybody wants to have this kind of experience. That's why they go blindly and they try. Well, they don't decide to go and try because it comes spontaneously. And like we said, these emotions sometimes control your mind, and you don't think properly, so you do things like even they're wrong, sometimes you're still doing them. So this is the good thing about love. You tend to have this beautiful experience. Even this experience was successful and you got married, you will be remembering like how beautiful was these days and stuff. But I'm not encouraging you to go into love relationships, but I'm honestly not totally against it. I'm just saying that it might happen, and if it happens, it's not bad, but you have to set limits to yourself. And there is the challenge. It's very hard to set limits, especially if you can freely go out with somebody or you can freely talk to him or her. It's going to be hard. And the longer you are in relationship, the more you tend to do haram things, the more you tend to do physical contact, talk more, and this talk might lead you to haram things. It's a very beautiful thing. And then because it's beautiful, you cannot control yourself, you cannot control your emotions properly. So the longer you are in a relationship, the more you tend to do wrong things. And then when you do the wrong things, maybe this kind of relationship will not end up with marriage. And this it feels really bad if you do wrong things with somebody and then you marry to somebody else. If you think about it again, you'll be like, ew, what did I do? It's very bad. Hopefully you have this kind of mentality, not the mentality saying that I want to try this and that, this guy, this girl, this kind of mentality, which is really bad. Let's now move into the traditional marriage, and let's be careful that traditional marriage is different from arrangement marriage. Arrangement marriage is like the parents already agree that this person is for this person, they need to get married, that's it. Okay, that's very wrong. But traditional marriage is just more to a family approach instead of you person approach. And usually it's from the man's side, and there is nothing wrong if the girl's side approach the male side. It's totally fine, but it's usually from the guy is the one, or the guy's family is the one who proposing the girl's family. It's like that. And it's not like, okay, you have to marry her. No. They're gonna go and see each other, talk to each other, and I don't see something wrong about it. Why people say like marriage, this kind of marriage is very bad. I want to know the person I'm gonna marry. Okay, this kind of marriage is a really logic, a really safe, a really good kind of marriage, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because like I said, it's not like you blindly go and find a girl and just you take her and that's it. Okay, that's your girl forever. No, it's not like that. Traditional marriage simply is when the guy decided that he's ready to get married. So look how good is it. The man himself is ready to marry it. But in love relationship, he might not even be ready, and suddenly he's in love and a disaster. Now how are he gonna get married? So the guy decided that he's ready to get married, or his family say, okay, now I think you can get married. You have enough, everything enough. You have a proper job or whatever. So they try to find a girl for him. They will judge the girl not only based on her, they will judge her based on her environment. They might not know the girl herself, they will know her family, her environment, which is a good thing, because probably high probability that somebody raised in a good environment to be a good person, or be influenced at least by this environment. So they will go, the family will know the girl, will ask about the girl's family, and then they will go see her. And then if they think that this girl is okay to get married, she's fine, she's okay, she doesn't have any problems, or she decides that she can get married now too, then the guy will come and see her. So first they know the girl's environment, the girl's family, which is very important and has a big impact on someone's personality and behavior. So that's a good thing. The second thing is, like, when the person or the guy comes to meet the girl, generally he will see he likes the way she looks, and she will see him, and then will be this kind of general acceptance. And then after this they will do the engagement. This is where they get to experience the love relationship, and then they get to experience and know each other's personality. They get to know each other more, and hopefully they get busy knowing each other, not falling in love. This kind of marriage is not bad, it's good, but also it have a chance that you will not even know the girl properly because you're still in love. You will be in love. It's better than not knowing the girl and her family and her environment properly, and at least they have the intention to get married. This is the most important, because in love relationships there may not be even an intention to get married. It's a disaster. You're doing wrong thing for nothing. What I think is a perfect marriage is, I think this, for me, this is the best kind of marriage. It's like a mix between love and a tradition. I don't think this is haram. A couple, they like each other and then they decide to get married. And I mean, just like this relationship is not a dragging. I mean, why are you dragging if you love the girl? Why don't you just go to her father and propose her and do the right thing? If they are dragging, they are doing something wrong, and they might not even have a right intention for marriage. So you have to be careful when somebody is dragging with you. Okay, we are in love, I'm gonna come later. I mean, why guys? If you love a girl, you have to think, okay, you love her, you want to marry her or not? You want to marry her, you go propose her. Don't play around. You do want to marry her, leave her alone. Don't ruin her life. The good kind of marriage is that they like each other and then the guy go propose. That's kind of man you want. A man who goes directly to the point, not a man like keeps spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. I'm not ready. Later, in a while, when I find a job, when I have a car, when I have a house. Why? This guy, to be honest, just say no to him, because these relationships usually end up with disappointment and waste of emotions, time, your mental health even sometimes. Please be careful. If you love somebody and if he loves you and he's not coming to propose you, he must be playing around. If he likes you and he respects you and respects your family, he will find a way to propose you. Actually, that might be a problem because they will not be ready. You're not ready, leave the girl alone. Some men will say, well, I like that girl, I'm worried, I want her, but I'm not ready, what to do? I mean, I worry if I go to propose her, the family will say no. But you might never be ready and you might wasting the girl time. So it's better for the girl, for you. You can go to the girl and say that I love you, but I am not ready now. That's why I'm not gonna be talking to you, and I'm not gonna be I'm not promising you anything, but I'm trying now my best to go and be ready and propose you from your father. But don't go through the relationship because you might never be ready and the girl will be fed up eventually. She wants to get married, she wants a serious relationship. Basically, a love relationship should be very short in this love relationship, and then you go quickly to the second step. So for me, the perfect marriage is based on love and traditional way at the same time. First they fell in love, and then very quickly the guy go propose her, because otherwise he's playing around and he's not ready, and you don't want to waste your time with somebody who's not ready. He go propose her, and then they start the love relationship in a halal way. So guys, this was the end of the video. Hopefully you had fun with me and you got benefit too. Tell me your opinion in the comments about marriage based on love or marriage based on the traditional way. Also remember to subscribe and press the bell button so you can get notification whenever we upload a video. Until I see you the next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.